Hello everyone and welcome to Diamonds Craft, where I make things. My name is Sarah. I'm back with the last doll of the year, and of course it's another collaboration. Stitchwick Creations hosted this wonderful 12 Days of Christmas collab. We all agreed that it would be fun to do the 12 Days of Christmas song and represent each day as a different doll. And we're going to do it in a Hollywood Glam style. In this collab, we have Lemon Kitten Creations making Partridge in a Pear Tree, Bonnie Wee Doll making 2 Turtle Doves, Nulumbo Dolls making 3 French Hens, Stitchwick Creations making 4 Calling Birds, Heliophobiant making 5 Golden Rings, Cute and Cursed making 6 Geese a-laying, Silver Griffin making 7 Swans a-swimming, Bumblecrafty making 8 Maids a-milking, The Witch Crafting making 9 Ladies dancing, Imagination Dream Studios making 10 Lords a-leaping, Helophobiant making 11 Pipers piping. And I had the 12 drummers drumming. Of course, we're not making 12 drummers, that would be ridiculous. Everyone just chose their favourite day and is making one doll to represent that. So we're just doing one doll, and let's get into it. I am going to use this Blondie Lux doll because I like her smiley face. So we can prepare by cutting off her hair and removing the face with acetone. She does have a weird head. It doesn't sit forward as well as some of the others do. And I do wonder if it's the sheer amount of glue in there. Seriously, it was a lot. I cut open the back of the head to get it out because it felt hard. Like, I know heating it up will soften it, but there was just loads. After spraying her with MSC, she's ready to get a new face. It is wintertime, and this can be a bit of a pain as the Mr. Super Clear likes a certain humidity. Living in the rainy UK doesn't make it that easy. So I usually spray quickly and leave it next to our dehumidifier, and that tends to do the trick. I did have a couple of tries with the eyes of this doll, and rubbing them out with a kneaded eraser or even a regular one tends to smooth my surface, so I can't draw on it. Instead of an eraser, I tend to wet a Q-tip and rub it off with water. They're water-based pencils, so it comes off right away and keeps my MSC layer toothy. Those are all the tips I have for now. I don't have a lot of dolls with dark eyes. I think I just have my Louise doll and my own mini-me that actually have brown eyes. Which is a shame because brown eyes are awesome. And all of my Christmas dolls have green eyes. Centaurs are a little dead looking, but greenish all the same. So I'm going for a nice warm brown. I really do love how these eyes turned out as well, some of my favourites ever. She's getting slightly less poofy eyebrows than I usually go for. And as it is old Hollywood Glam style, I'm giving her a red lip and soft blush. Oh, and I can't forget an iconic mole somewhere on her face. She's going to get some lovely long eyelashes. With some natural eyeshadows to help the eyes stand out. Then it's catchlight time and her face is done. Honestly, one of the prettiest faces I've ever done. She's so cute. For her hair, I'm also going dark. I was going to go auburn, but I think I like this darker maroon colour. It reminds me of mulled wine, and we have that at Christmas, so it all fits. I am rerouting her hairline and sticking the rest on with some glue. The reroute is so I can lift her hair and not have to worry about seeing unsightly glue patches. For Christmas this year, I got an amazing gift from Elegoo. Well, not really for Christmas, but 'tis the season. Hello there. They sent me their Saturn 4 Ultra 3D printer so I could make some awesome things with it. Not only that, but they sent me the wash and cure machine and an air purifier. I'm so excited. After I had messed around in front of the boxes, we managed to set it all up and get some nice shots. Set up all together, it looks really cool. Of course, we couldn't forget that nice ASMR style peel. Oh no, it's inside! It's really nice. Oh no! Shocking second peel there, but we had fun filming it. Just testing out how it all works. Very straightforward, really. Doing that Will Smith meme. The boxes came with all sorts, some cool shades for the curing machine, some scrapers for getting the prints off the build plate, a drip tray, and they did also send me some resin as well. I can't thank Elegoo enough for this, it is wonderful. I do have an affiliate link in the description box if you're thinking about getting one. Now we print. My drummer needs a drum, clearly. I learned some basic 3D modeling and I got to test my new printer out with it. We bought some of Elegoo's water washable resin to try out, which I really like, but to be fair, I've not tried others yet. I just load up the print and press the go button. It's satisfying to see this sped up a little. Don't worry, the lid was closed for 95% of the print, of course, with the air purifier going and the window open. And I was nowhere to be seen in the room during this last 20 or so minutes. But there is a camera inside the printer for recording prints and checking for failures as well. These little drums came out really well. I'm kind of proud of myself for modeling and printing these all on my own, even if they are really basic shapes. I printed 2 just in case, and I sand them down a little where the visible support marks are. Then I need to prime them, ready for painting. I have failed to mention I had a concept sketch of the colours I wanted for this doll. I did have a traditional red and green based one, but also a more winter wonderland kind of vibe. I asked the group and they all agreed that traditional colours was probably better, so that's what I'm doing. The middle of the drum is going to be red with a black rim and gold accents. I also decided that I want this to be sparkly, so it's getting covered in glitter, and so am I. I didn't print the protruding pieces on the drum for 2 reasons. 1, I thought they might be too thin and breakable, and 2, I printed them as top and a bottom so it wasn't going to use too much resin and have resin trapped in the cavity, so it would have nothing to attach to at the bottom, which makes it a bit more spindly and breakable. So instead I took this fancy trim and added it around the drums separately. Finally, I didn't add any little handles on the drum. Again, I'm a novice, I need time to remember stuff like this, but thankfully some little snakes of Milliput saved me and I could slot in some ribbon. The drumsticks are just a toothpick I cut in half and glued a bead to the top of each. For the clothes, I am going for a typical marching band outfit. That immediately popped up in my head for this era. So I make her top just a basic green blouse that I attach this trim to so that it matches the drum. Her skirt is going to be a red circle skirt with nice thick furry trim around the bottom. I glued that on with UHU Glue, and I feel like it was a mistake. It dried hard, which I did know would happen, but I suppose I hoped that it would also weigh down the skirt a little bit, which it didn't, but it's fine, it still looks nice. Instead of a collar, like in my sketch, I decided to add the fur around her neck too. And I made her some tights out of old tights that I had for modesty, you know. Then it was time to add more glam. Rhinestones on the top as little buttons, and her clothes are sorted. Next thing she needs is a hat. I could have probably also 3D printed this as well, however, I just didn't have a lot of time, so we're gonna make it by hand. I took some of the foam I used heavily in Kaya's video and made a cylinder shape, glued a circle to the top, and there you have it. Instant hat. This hat is also going to be red, so I painted it, covered it in glue, and then the glitter. I made a little brim also out of foam and painted it black. Then all it needs is a trim and a feather. I found these shoes. I think they belong to Claudine, and they were the exact right shape, aside from the open toe, but that's easily fixed. I used Milliput to fill the toe and the designs on the side. Sadly, I cracked the Milliput when putting it on her foot, so I sculpted the other right on the doll herself, so I didn't have to remove it. I painted green, and of course the shoes have to be sparkly too, so they get the glue and glitter treatment. To make sure all of this glitter stays put, I covered everything in a layer of glossy varnish. Then I finished the embellishments on the shoes and they are done. One last thing I almost forgot was some tiny pauldrons. They are made of foam and glittered like everything else. They look like little gold fruit pastels. The final piece is styling her hair. I wanted to do a fancy Hollywood wave, but I couldn't actually figure out how. Next time I'll learn, but for now I rolled her hair and hairsprayed it within an inch of its life. Then I can finally call it done. And here she is all finished. I just want to say a big thank you to Elegoo once again for sending me the Saturn 4 Ultra 3D printer. So watch out for more 3D printed stuff from me on this channel. She turned out really, really cute. I really, like I said, love her face. Her hat is adorable. I really quite like the shoes too. They are so sparkly. Obviously the drum turned out really, really cute. Yeah, let me know what you thought of her down in the comments below. Remember, don't be a dick. It's Christmas. Big thank you to Stitchwick Creations for organising this collaboration. I had a lot of fun making this doll. And it's not a creepy one again this year. So next year we'll probably have a creepy Christmas one. Like this video if you want to, subscribe if you also want to, but if you do both of those things, then ring my bell. Thank you also to everybody else in the collaboration. Everyone should definitely go check out their work. I'll have all of their socials linked below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, are we ready for a second peel? Oh god, this is not as satisfying as the other one. It's everywhere.